Hi, Missy. Thanks for joining me today.
Thanks, Violet. It's nice to be here.
So I've been meeting with all the practitioners and just having them share a little bit about their journey, what got them to what they do today and what brought them along that path, so that people can understand, what was the pull that pulled them down that road.
Oh, thanks for asking. You know what? I would say that mine was a spiritual call. I was in real estate. I wasn't in a profession I loved and that I was inspired by, and I was walking on the DU campus, and I suddenly started feeling taller in my body and different, almost awakened, and I knew that I needed to be on campus, and so I ended up checking out schools and found the social work school there, and ended up going to school there, and from there just kept on working on honing different skills. But I would say it was very much of a elevated feeling in my heart, in my spirit, that has guided me along my path and has brought me, here to discover your spiritual gifts. So.
Well, we're so glad that you're here. Share with our community out there what you offer and what you do in your practice.
Oh yeah, thank you. I would say I have kind of a full spectrum service. I started off in the mental health field, so I have skills in coping mechanisms that help people with severe mental illness, all the way to people just seeking more spiritual fulfillment in your life. So it's called Dialectical Behavior Therapy. And there are different skills in mindfulness, but I'd like to call them mindlessness, because the less mind we have, the more present we can be. Emotional regulation, and distress tolerance. Mm-hmm. And so those are some of my skills. I also believe I do work in internal family systems, and that's more for past trauma that is stuck in our bodies, and I have this notion that I always say that I feel that everybody is born bright lights, and then we go through life and we experience minor or major traumas, and those traumas put us into boxes, or we start developing these parts. And what that therapy does is goes in and helps individuals start to get to know these parts, and instead of trying to push them away, inviting them in and saying, hey, let me get to know you, let me have a cup of tea with you, so that they can settle down. And so that's kind of going into past wounds. And then my third piece, which is one of my most favorite, is helping people with what I call the NOWness method. And it's an experiential process that helps people experience life in the now, and it helps with your life having more vitality. You wake up with more energy, more clarity, and you're not missing out on all the beautiful magic of life because you're seeing more of it. There's more synchronicities that tend to happen. So depending on where my clients are at, I integrate all those skills to basically help them become free to fly. That's the name of my business. It's helping anybody unblock things that are keeping them from their full potential. So
I love that, because there's so many people out there afraid to look at things, afraid to open up, afraid to do that, but they're not living either. So it's wonderful that there are people like you that can help them connect to some of those things, so that they can be free to live, so they can step out there and experience some of the joy that life has to offer, and the magic and all that we're supposed to be here to experience.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's quite powerful. And yeah, I really appreciate the different modalities and weaving
weaving them all together.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is kind of like a blanket. We weave all these different tools that we get, these different skill sets to really help people and empower them in their daily lives to have better lives, to live a more joyous and happy life. So it's
absolutely
pretty wonderful.
This is a magical place, and I appreciate experiencing more of it and being happy and positive.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming today. Thank you for watching today. If you want to find out more about Missy, check out her webpage on the website. We look forward to seeing you very soon at Discover Your Spiritual Gifts.
Thank you for having me, Violet.
You're